Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Solasta. We're currently going through this pretty dark cavern area. Let me just get everyone together. It looks like we might have an indicator of where to go that direction. I'm going to keep with the left wall hug that we were doing previously. Although this might actually just not be open at all. And it looks like it's not, so fine. Back round this way. Everyone is a little bit injured, so what I might do is I might do a quick short rest. Just so we can recover some more hit points rather than burning all of our healing spells. We've done okay in not exactly spending all of our spell slots. Let's do an arcane recovery just to get that level 5 spell back. Okay, that's good, and you only really need, well, we'll do 2 just to make sure. Okay, everyone's as rested as they're going to be. Now that short rest is only supposed to be like 10 minutes, but it's got rid of that pheromone stink that was supposed to last for an hour. Also means the torch is gone, which is a bit of a shame, but we do have more, so let's actually utilize that again. Back on cautious mode, everyone. We don't know what this place is exactly going to hold for us. I'm sure this is going to be some kind of trap. Or maybe it was just we needed to make our way through the dark. Well, that was anticlimactic, wasn't it? Okay, well, seeing as we've explored the dark, let's head back to the gate.
Think you're smart? Go ahead, fools.
Sure thing, Elena. Let's see what's in here. I mean, the music is spot on for intimidation. That looks lootable.
Those statues look weird.
Perhaps. But those chests look mighty real to me.
But are we entitled to it?
What do you mean?
So far, we haven't met a living soul in this labyrinth.
And your point?
That we would be stealing from the owner.
Nah, spoils of war.
But we want his help, remember? Stealing makes a bad impression, usually.
Can we just take a peek first? We don't have to take anything. Just a look, right?
No harm ever came from reading a book. It looks like that's the only thing we can do in here, so... And we're looking for a way out. You remember where we come from? Oh, right, okay. So, we have a whole bunch of elementals that have just appeared. Definitely time for some ranged combat. Let's give you some arrows from Tom very quickly. I should have done this beforehand. 4 will be plenty. You can have the deep pain poisoned arrows. Okay, so you're both ready on ranged. You're ready on spirit guardians. In fact, let's do it this way around so you can swing a couple of times, then change back to spirit guardians via action surge. Okay, Tom, do you want to start the party? It's a lot of elementals. I think the earth ones are probably the riskiest. So let's start like this. Okay, we've got good initiative rolls. Okay, they're immune. I mean, of course they're immune to poison. They're elementals. We can get you a bit closer so that next turn you might be able to like hop in and do a stab. That could be smart. I think we're going to need some kind of big ass spell down this this neck of the woods. We could also put greater invisibility on Tom. If I do it like that, it's not going to hit anyone and it's going to get both of the elementals. I wonder if either of them are immune to cold or resistant to cold. We don't know much about them though. It's 8d8 damage. Let's give it a go. Carefully. Both saved on their constitution checks. And we are visible! Hooray! Let's hit the Arcane Fury. I get the feeling we're probably going to need that. And come this way so we might be able to do like a lightning or something next time. Over here, Maiwen. You can get right next to this guy and stab him. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, lightning's out the window for next turn. Decent hit. Action surge. And change. And Spirit Guardians. Freya, poison's going to be no use on this one, so let's shoot this one instead. Also immune to poison, not a surprise. In that case, we'll just keep the focus on this one, I guess. That's a lot of elementals. Like a lot. Okay, Tom. You can get close enough to get the whole sneak attack stabity on this one. We need you to roll better than that, though. That's better. That 5d6 sneak attack. It could be with any finesse weapon. We're using daggers at the moment, but we could be using something else. Ah, yes. Let's get you to here, and then I think we'll. Let's not get Tom. Let's position down like this. Lightning bolt on both these guys. So one gone. It's resistant to damage and only takes half, but it still took a decent amount of damage. Come in so that you're in the Spirit Guardians bit. So this is a choice. My one charges this one. These guys are then a bit exposed, but I think it's going to be fine. Of course, it would help if we were hitting with these actions, but. So he took a little bit of radiant damage. out. Bludgeoning. Definitely attack as he leaves. That's a lot more damage on him as well. We might be able to finish him off with a bow. Since we can't reach anything else. Shooting an arrow through the air to kill the air. I like it. This guy's going to move next. Then that guy at the back. Then the arrow. Right, yeah, we need to join the rest of the party. Yes, hurt yourself. Earth Elemental jumping a gap. Unsurprisingly, the air elemental can fly. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Ow. My air elemental has to die first. That's what I'm learning from this. Come in and get some stabbing on this thing. Not much on the follow-up attack, but it's still a pretty decent hit. Let's get you doing Blight on it. I think that's going to be the best in terms of actual attack. Oh, if we walk you across here... In fact, we don't need to walk you across. We can just carefully position a fireball like this. Could even do it like that, and it will get everything that we want. Fireball! I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball. Right, so Mywin, you're kind of engaged on this one now. We could disengage and charge across to help out with the air elemental, but I think Freya should be able to get a couple of decent hits on it. And you can just tank and distract this one anyway. It's probably worth us doing your second win because you have been hurt a bit. Okay. Double down. Yes. A decent smite will help us out here. So, very worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of damage. They might need a 13 to hit, but we're able to keep on top of them. Yeah, go after Tom. Tom can dodge. Speaking of Tom. It's one decent hit. Ias, what are we going to get you to do? We could get another fireball on both of these. Were they resistant to fire? No. No, they were literally just doing dexterity saves, and they're not going to be very dexterous. I like how it remembers where it was previously. Solid hits on both of them. An Arcane Fury definitely helps out with that. Nice hit there, Mywin. Stab it again. We're going to change back to your shield now because we want that extra armor class at the end. Focus on the one that's mostly dead. Ooh. That's not going to cut it. Those extra armor class, he hit on a 13 last time. I hit on a 16 this time. But it does make a difference. It really does. Okay, stabbity stabbity. We kind of need to actually hit. And a 6 is not going to do it. That's 2 times. 1 in 400 chance of rolling 2 6s in a row. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's just maximize. Worth spending it. Although anyone's going to be able to finish this guy off. Freya shouldn't have any trouble. Change back to the big sword. Guys. Freya, please at least take one out. Don't bother smiting, it's only got like 1 health left. Well, he properly failed his save. He's got very little left in the tank. Speaking of tank, Freya might need to do some self-medication. Good, 20 extra damage on that sneak attack. We can switch to cantrips now and save what slots we have left for later, I think. There we go. Well done, team. Despite your obvious failings in order to hit huge chunks of rock, still managed to make it through, so well done. That deep pain poison arrow is going to go to Freya. The rest all just comes in, and we've got some more to loot over here as well. And then we loot the room itself. Serpentine, diamond, acid, all very funky. Hey, look, we've also got a level up coming. I think that's the final level up that we're going to be able to get. Tom, what are you using in terms of arrows? Yeah, you still got a couple of those left, and then you're just back to basic arrow plus ones. Okay, do we want to do a short rest? I think so, just in case there's something nasty after this. Cool. More crafting finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good enough. 1, 2, 3. That's good enough as well. Worth taking a short rest for that. Magnificent shield. Well, now this thing, it might be cursed, because that's the kind of thing the game would do. So we'll not equip it just yet. We are going to ID it. But I think we'll also get a detect magic on the go as well. We know that it's going to be magical. Well, I say no. We can reasonably assume it's magical. But I want to find out how magical. Bright Wall. Tell me more. Tell me more. Ooh, of course, the Magnificent Rapier. We forgot to ID that. Let's... So the Magnificent Rapier is going to be a finesse weapon, so we could get Tom using that. Rapier +2. Except it's just a Rapier +2. Should really move Whiteburn across. What we could do is we could get Tom having a secondary setup of daggers and things. So we can swap that in and out as we need. I should have actually checked to see if there was any others that we wanted to move across. Let's reorder. What? Tool for poison bolts. Deep pen poisoned arrow. That should come down here. Okay, nothing else that we need to sort out. Your bits are all fine. That comes up. Have those as your secondary. We can get you crafting some more. The long night poisoned arrows actually looked quite nice, so it's probably worth us doing. Are you crafting at the moment? You're not. We should get you crafting something. Mace of Smashing, it's pretty simple, 2d6 damage. Short bow of sharpshooting, we could give that across to Freya. Yeah, there's definite, like, options. It'd be nice to be able to filter these by item type. I think we'll get this going. It might not be the best use of what we've got, but it's going to be interesting to see. So, right, Bright Wall. Can cast light, can cast light at will. It's only +1 armor class. And requires attunement. But it is the equivalent of this shield +1 at the very least. So if we were to attune, what would we lose? Maybe the boots of striding and springing? Except we're using them to avoid the encumbrance. I like our items that we've already got here. I think we're just not actually going to use it. Just a bit of a shame, because it does seem pretty cool, and knowing how important light is in this game. But it is what it is. Okay, so we got a shield out of that. A shield which is specifically light-based. Does that make me worry about what's coming up? You bet it does. Cautious mode, everyone. New waypoint added for the beast. Sorry, what? Oh, hello. Hello, friend.
So the thieves come to meet their doom.
Nuh-uh.
There are no thieves
We're
here.
friends. Friends.
Do you deny helping yourselves to the riches outside this room?
We were looking for clues and then we were attacked by some constructs that really, really wanted to kill us.
Ha! The constructs wouldn't have attacked if you had just looked.
We
Had
did.
to make sure they weren't
We
fake.
did just look.
We didn't even have a chance to put them back.
You stole! Otherwise, there would have been no fight. And there is only one punishment for theft. Death.
I really hope this isn't a fight right now. It looks like it is. Okay, and we're not in a great place for this. Well, we'll do what we can. Because we've already used a lot of our really cool things. Oh.
This is my kind of fight.
I can relate to that, but I also wonder,
Wonder about what?
why all of this? Why the traps? Why the fights?
Not to forget the how.
This gem fragment resonates with the crown, but
Apparently the gem was split. To protect it, maybe?
that would explain the traps and monsters.
It's one way to make sure this gem is safe.
But what does it mean?
That another master survived the cataclysm.
Someone who doesn't like visitors.
Yeah. Which seems reasonable. This feels like a trap. Kinda want to loot the loot pool at the back first.
The gold just vanished in my hands.
Of course it did.
The gold
It's
just
all an
vanished in my
illusion.
hands.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
What was that? Where are we?
You had to touch it.
Of course,
Find
we
us
need
a
it.
way back.
Friends, we'll have to think this through. We're a team.
And watch where you put your hands in the future.
Well, don't you loot everything you find?
I'm not a scavenger, mind you.
Stop it.
Okay, well, there's not really much we can do except push on. I would love to have somewhere to rest so we can do our level up. Oh dear. This feels like it's going to be complicated. Oh god. Is this place going to move around us? I hope it doesn't vanish underneath us. So, we've got blues on the outer levels, then we've got yellows, then we've got oranges. And that's going to allow us to move to different bits nearby. There's a transition point. I'm assuming these switches move things around. We've got two chests that we want to loot, so let's...
I just felt something.
Well, this tile does look a little different.
Spread out, look for similar tiles.
What's in it for me?
A way out, unless you have a better idea.
It's a bit out of character for Ayas to say that. We could just cast fly and head across. But... oh, wait. There's also the blue ones underneath, so it's not just going to rotate this, it's going to rotate that. I wonder if it's 3 that we need or 4 that we need. Yeah, of course, 4.
It works! The platform shifted.
True, but we're not out of this labyrinth yet.
True. We've made progress, though. Let's keep going.
Let's spread out and explore.
So now we've got access to blues on either side. Let's get Tom not on cautious mode. Come over and loot this. Encrypted spellbook and a mithril stone. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Anything to loot on the other side? No. And going this way, we didn't have anything to touch really. Okay, well, Tom, you stand here. You can come and stand over here. Come stand on this one. Come stand on this one. And I'll put you back on cautious mode just in case something wakes up. So this is going to rotate the middle platform bit. Well, that's not exactly what I was expecting. Stand off it. Stand on it again. Okay. This is more what I was expecting. Off it and on it. So we've got too high, too low. You can come in here. You can come up here. You can come down. And you can go up. Actually, this is annoying. We've already done this one. So, guys, back to where you were. Right, cautious mode off for everyone. Because we're going to need to do this quickly. So, back. Back.
I know kids who do
Back. Back.
that faster.
We need to spin the yellow ones around so that they're not pointing at this anymore. I should have done this right at the start, because otherwise we're going to have to go through the whole process again. So in. In. Oh, except this blue is going to end up in the wrong place. We're not going to be able to access it. That's fine, actually. We'll do it at least one more. Oh, we could do it 2 more, actually. 2 more would be fine, because we don't need to go back to where we came from. That's 1. Off and on. 2. Then off, and then on, and then off, and then on. Okay, now we can rotate the blues. Very dramatic eyes. Very dramatic.
Nice little warm-up.
So we want to spin it round twice. Oh, these are not spinning the way I thought they would. That is surprising. Oh, because it rotates up and over. That's fine. This is still how we wanted it to be. So we might be able to make it across to this now. Tom can't make it. Can Myron make it? No, not quite. So we need to get this middle bit rotated one more time. Step in, step in.
Seems effortless.
Step in. Step in. And then we'll be able to jump across. That is a long way to jump. So maybe we are going to need a little bit more. I do wish I'd kept jump on the spells. I wonder if we've already used Arcane Recovery. I think we have. So Flight is also out. We could just leave it for the moment and maybe come back to it. We have figured it out as far as puzzles go. Let's just make sure Tom can actually make it to, like... Can anyone make it to these? Oh, it's because I've got the spell thing on. So, Tom, yeah, you can make it in here. It's just that's going to be too much of a distance to travel, isn't it? Alright, well. Oh, it's appeared. Oh, great. Well,
We won't be fooled so easily.
this is why we sent Tom. A 15 on a 2. What do we get? Ooh. Well, we'll take that and we'll definitely get it ID'd. I think that's going to be a new toy for Ias. Okay. Let's get this ID going. See what the staff is. Staff of Metis. Elemental resistance. And +2 on intelligence attributed. Okay. So it's pretty good, but it does require attunement. And it's +2 on int ability checks. Also, it's a spell focus. That's very handy. Because that could free up another point. I mean, at the moment, we've got the component braces. So, I don't think we need that. But it's an interesting item. I think I prefer our current +2. Cube of light. I am
Interesting light, that. Very bright.
Wonder what it's about.
This is a crossover with Genshin Impact. Oh,
Looks like a will-o'-the-wisp to me.
Well done, Ias.
Only one way to find out. Come on.
Not so fast. It might be another of them traps, which make me really nervous.
Today is Messiah's birthday.
Mariah's will be done.
Every day is Messiah's birthday. But I do agree, we should definitely move in. But we'll be cautious about it, for what it's worth.
Curses. My fault.
Okay, so the cube actually just decided it was going to attack. Try and re-roll. So this thing has a lot of health. Just smacking it with force damage seems to work wonders. It's a cube of light, so it's well lit, so we don't have to worry about light. We're not hidden, so that's not really going to help us much, but let's change to the daggers. I wish that someone else had moved, but I should have moved Ias in right up close. Oh, we would have done so much damage with that. 2 criticals in a row. Wow, Tom. Definitely smite. I mean, I don't think it's going to take much radiant damage, but
Touche.
no, it's not. It's not resistant to radiant damage. Yeah, even if it's got a low armor class, it's not going to work hitting it with a 1. Myron letting the team down. Action surge.
You'll surely prevail.
Better. I hope it doesn't explode. No. Looks like it's left a gem though. Touch it.
Where are we landing this time?
Well, it looks like we're back on a regular place. Let's be a little bit cautious. We are running low on time, but I'd like to see what we've got up ahead. Because it's been a little bit of time since we've been able to rest. Yeah, too right there is. Oh, this is a bit like the Fortress of the Shield.
Reminds me of something. Not you?
Let's have a little explore off to the side, see how enclosed this area is. Ooh, right, we've got Spectral Avengers guarding the edge. I think this is probably going to be a good point to finish up this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Solasta. See you soon.